I saw one guy who from Western country who wears ripped jeans and they had long beard and
Hi everyone, my name is In-hee Park from North Korea. Today I'm so excited and then I'm so proud of introducing my friend. She's from North Korea and then she's an entrepreneur and I'm so proud of be announced this story that what she accomplished in South Korea. So let's dive into the topic today and hello, it's time to introduce yourself to my audiences. Could you introduce what are you doing in South Korea? When did you escape and what made you to escape from North Korea?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Ji Hyung-gang. I'm from North Korea and I came here in 2010.
2 years before me.
Oh, really? And then I studied fashion in Hanyang University and I create iStory. It is a fashion brand.
Wow, look at us. This is the clothes that she created and then you can see this I and then this one is an iStory.
Right.
So we're gonna talk about later about it, but personally I wanna ask why she escaped and how she made this way to come to South Korea.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's
So
move to him.
okay, so let's briefly. I would like to introduce this gentleman who works with the Jihyun, and yeah.
So my name is In Ki-hong and I'm marketing manager at iStory. I joined iStory 4 months ago.
Wow, it's quite how did you guys meet together?
So we joined the startup program last year, and so there were startup events, and then startup event was about there are 3 groups of people. We're making business together. So North Korean, South Korean, and the foreigner group. So 3 groups made up together and then create a business. So I met Jiyeon there, and then we started small projects, and then we had good chemistry last year. So. This year she came up to me and then asked me to join her.
Wow! So could you bring your background a little bit briefly?
Oh, I am from the States. I came from the States. I studied. Actually went to high school and then college in California. I went to Cal State Northridge and graduated. I worked in Seattle and then came back to Korea 3 years ago.
So you are U.S. citizen?
No, I'm not.
Korean?
I'm South Korean.
Okay. So you were born just to study in the U.S. in California, right? High school and university. So you are from South Korea.
I'm South Korea.
So it's a big moment that I wanna say that is a small reunification. If the picture this is exactly the picture what we can expect when the North and South become one country. Not I don't mean one country is unified and also maybe free to move between South and North, because Jihyun created her business and brand fashion and then he works with the Jiyeon together. So if we think about the reunification, I would like to say, this is our reunification, right?
Awesome.
So a little bit ice breaking because I just met at the second time, so I prepared the questions. So does North Korea have a KFC or McDonald's?
No, I've never heard that.
So where are you from in North Korea?
Actually, I'm from in Pyongyang, but when I was 4 years old, I moved to the Cheongjin. It is north of the part of North Korea.
Okay, so you were born in Pyongyang and then moved to Cheongjin when you are 4 years old.
Yeah, so I usually say I'm from Cheongjin. Because
see.
I never remember
Your
in Pyongyang.
That's right. But even though you are from in Pyongyang and then in Cheongjin, you never heard of the McDonald's and then KFC in North Korea.
Yeah,
So what about does South Korea have a KFC and McDonald's?
We have a lot of KFC and we have a lot of McDonald's.
What about convenience store?
Convenience store, we have over millions in convenience store.
What about in North Korea?
Maybe some of kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
the convenience store, but it is not really exactly convenience store, right?
Yeah, there is no, we cannot leave it on like this is convenience store.
Right.
And the other question is what food is North Korea known for? And for Hongki, what food is known for in South Korea?
In South Korea, people probably know kimchi.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fermented cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
And then like soups are famous. It's a kimchi soup. It's a soybean paste stew.
Mhm.
So those are famous soups. And then traditional food is kimchi.
Ah, I see. What about in North Korea?
I think it's definitely seafood.
Mm.
Because I live in Cheongji,
Mhm.
there is so many sea,
Mm-hmm.
so I always trying to eat seafood.
Wow. In Wonsan as well. I'm from Wonsan, which is on the
Oh, I
east coast of
see.
North Korea.
Wait,
I grew up eating lots of seafood.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. So you guys might know that is like North Korean known food. It's Pyongyang noodle, but not exactly. It's just like there are different types of food in North Korea as well. And the
Right.
other question, like here is you can see this bread from Paris baguette. And then this cafe I never heard of in North Korea. And here is the story. When I came to South Korea, my first job was working in Paris Baguette.
Wow.
And then I got
That's
fired.
why you bring this.
Yes,
today.
yes. And then
Okay.
after 1 month, I got fired.
Hmm.
The reason was that I didn't know the name of the items, such as like this kind of like chocolate bread and sandwich and egg tart
see. So
with
many
the English
different
name.
names.
Uh-huh. So I got fired. So what about like is there any unforgettable story you had when you come to South Korea?
Oh, fortunately,
Uh-huh.
I would never experience to fire from someone.
Oh my god, you are so intelligent.
No, I mean, I started study
Mhm. Ah, okay.
at the first time,
Mhm.
so that's why I have never experienced.
The working area.
Mm.
What about you? When you went to in the US, there might be a
Yeah.
little unforgettable moment.
Not that I remember, but yeah, like I think I'm more used to life in US than
Mhm.
Korea because it's been just 3 years since I came back.
Mm,
So there were not that many memorable
I see.
like the yeah.
And then Jian, I heard you escaped for free to express yourself, as like what you created. Your brand is related to your story of escaping.
Okay. It's really nervous. When I'm 50 years old, I visit Pact Mountain with
Mhm.
my family.
Mhm.
Then at the time I saw one guy who from Western country who wears ripped jeans and they had long beard and he was really tall, I think so, and they really fat. Then it looks like really homeless man because I never saw who wear ripped jeans. So I thought, oh, he is definitely a homeless man. So I asked my father why he came to Pact Mountain because he looks like really homeless man. Then my father said he wasn't homeless man because he came here. It means because he had money, so that's why he can buy a ticket and then he can come here like that. So it was really surprise to me. Then after that, I saw a lot of magazine and the drama from South Korea and America. Then I saw a lot of fashion. Then that makes me
Wow.
have joy to fashion.
Wow. And then how did you have?
그렇게 말한 거지?
No, good job, good job. Like like at the first time she was worried about speaking in English, but it's so perfect, isn't it? 잘했어요. So when you thought about the dreaming to come to South Korea, how did you make your plan to come to South Korea? Like, did you come here alone or with your family?
Yeah, actually I came here by myself, and then my family still live in North Korea. So at the first time I came to China, then I studied Chinese in China.
How long?
For 6 months. Then I met someone who from South Korea. They are
International student.
International students. Then they just recommended to me, and do you like living in China? They asked to me, so I said, yeah, of course, why not? They said, South Korea is better than China, so you should go there, because if you go to there, the money flying on the sky, then you can meet someone who really handsome. They said. So I just had a dream about South Korea. That's why I decided at the time, I have to go to South Korea. Then I will back to here. I thought at the time it can be, but I don't know. I couldn't go back to China or North Korea.
Wow! So at the first time, it wasn't your purpose to come to South Korea permanently. Just a short time, you
could. Just like a kind of traveling. I thought.
Oh, what a pure girl! Like, actually, I also escaped for freedom of expression. As a woman, because in North Korea we have lots of policies to check what kind of clothes the women wear on, and then I got beaten and I got punished many times. And then since I watched the South Korean dramas, like, wow, blow my eyes, and wow, there is a different way that I can express myself.
Even they just wear crop tee or something.
No way.
No one touched, right? Yeah, but North Korea never a dream.
So like we are similar now. We express ourselves I story, so it's amazing. And then now she is an entrepreneur and create her own brand. So you have to guys check her website and then buy these clothes. We are gonna talking about more, but from now I'm gonna just stop because she already explained why she escaped, how she made it this way to come to South Korea, and as you said, you live alone in South Korea, right? Yeah, me too. It's quite common stories. So next video, I would like to introduce why she made this brand and also what kind of differentiation she has. So thank you for your time to watch my video, and then please subscribe and share our stories.
Thank you for
Bye.